He's more than capable. Okay, Sean, we appreciate the reporting.
Well, you have to appreciate a high-octane player like Anthony Simons. He runs the floor and just outworks other guys every chance he gets.
Brown against KD. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. No good on the three. For Boston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room, and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now, here's MP. Back to Smith. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Tatum passes to White. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 7 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. Rockets trail by 8. Here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Celtics. There's 49 seconds left in the first. Celtics leading by 3. Outside, White. Pass to Hauser. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shoots for 3. MP with the rebound. Rockets trail by 3. Shepherd the pass to MP. And Holiday kicks to MP. The Rockets again can't hit. Here's Hauser. Pass to Queta. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's going to be on MP. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, I have to applaud the ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Sam Hauser is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us long time to catch up with how good he is.
And stolen by MP. And the dunk by Eason.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for Pritchard. And then for Houston, Jeff Green is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Durant subbed in for Shepard. Simons with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you, Kev.
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Right side, White. And the 3 off target. Rockets trail by 6. Pass to MP. And stolen by White. Now, here's Simons. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think score. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kate is checked in, and it's Tatum in for Sam Hauser. The Rockets also changing it up. Smith checked in for Green. Thompson comes in for Jari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Pass to VanVleet. And here is MP. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. MP's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Brown inside the line, and again it's Boston converting.
And that's good decision-making by Brown in the pick and roll. He'll make the right read more often than not.
VanVleet passes to MP. Outside Durant. Houston moving the ball around. The 3 from MP. And Boston with the rebound, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
KD finds MP. MP gets the job done inside.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Brown the pass to Simons. Now Tatum. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Pritchard. And there are the Celtics with another basket. Rockets trail by 7. Now here's VanVleet. Scoreless thus far. MP, no good. Over in the corner, Brown. And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break.
Hi, everybody. Hey, we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say? All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Rockets.
They've done some good.
Thanks for spending halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. You'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. And it's MP in at center. Outside for Durant. And taken away by Brown. Simons, the pass to Garza. Yep, it counts. Garza's got his second basket of the game.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point lead. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Fades back. Here's Thompson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Simons surveying the D. Here's Garza. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Van Vliet passes to MP. And they double up MP. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum. And staying on defense, the Celtics content to play the percentages.
Yeah, look, the Celtics want to deny threes, free throws, and layups. If you beat them shooting 2-point jump shots, they'll live with it. But can they force more turnovers?
3-pointers, Simon. And it's MV with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Thompson kicks to Smith. MP outside. Screen by Smith. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. It's White on the wing. Guarded by KD. Tatum kicks to Brown. Rocket 6. Fades and shoots. Rockets with the rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Guys, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Drops in the tray.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Brown against Eason. Here's Garza. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Brown is always looking to score, but he's far from a selfish player, and he will move the ball, too.
Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And, guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. There's the screen. Shot from the wing. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rebounded by the Celtics. On to White. There's the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's MP making things happen for the Rockets. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Out on the wings for him, it'll be Simons and Brown. Sam Hauser is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's MP, and he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Simons against Tate. The shot's good from Simons.
And that was the right call. Look, when you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Eason, a screen on Boucher. Tate, the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Tate. And some nice passing there by Houston. Shoots a fader. Bank shot. No good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Shepard, the pass to MP. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Pritchard. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Boston making some changes. Garza's checked in. And it's Jason Tatum in for Sam Hauser. Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kevin Durant comes in for Jari Eason. Thompson, he's checked in for Tate. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And it's Simons missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
MP outside. Durant with it. He's picked up by White. 5 on the clock. MP outside. The long shot, no good. White down low. It's up against Thompson. Here's Tatum. Outside Brown. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
Well, we talk about icing his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Durant from deep. He drills the 3.
And how about the leadership there from VanVleet, ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
And Allie, thanks so much.
Hey, you need some points? Tatum is your guy.
Here's MP. MP drills the answer.
Big moment. MP showing some savvy. What a bright future this young man has.
Tatum down low. Covered by MP. 16-footer dropped in. They're on cloud nine.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now Durant. Thompson surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot.
Got it! Well, that's the guy you want with the ball. MP was ready, and he delivered.
Now White. Now here's Tatum. Now White. Now here's Tatum. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Thompson. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now Smith. Thompson outside. Now MP. It's stolen by White.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Durant. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Dynamic duel of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Garza in at the 5 spot.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Now Durant. And taken away by Brown. Tatum outside. Puts up a 3. The three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
Rebounded by Tatum. Boston leading by 5. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total shape, good luck trying to stop him now.
Here's White. For 3. And it's off target.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Tatum gets it inside.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Now MP, and stolen by White. Oh, what an assist, leading him to the bucket.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
Here's MP. Fires the 3. The 3 goes down.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in, They should just keep running sets for him.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. MP, clean from outside.
Well, if you blinked, you missed MP getting that shot off.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Tatum. Outside Brown. 6 to shoot. Lasley's a 3. That does not go. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. This is Van Vliet. MP. Another chance. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. It's Simons, and that's an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
To tie it up. Rebounded by Tatum. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so they foul intentionally.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
MP knocks down the 3.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess. Not the timeout situation for sure.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So we see Boston get the win here. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might.
Yo,
They came here sound like Barry White.
yeah. Y'all still need one major? Me and bro be running big power forward. You got a power forward?
I'm at 5. Yeah, I think that's Dominator Dominator. I'm at this Dominator Dominator.
Yeah. No.
KO, you got a guard, don't you? What? I get one wood. What you? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm right here.